The first thing that you want to do is go to youtube.com, and then of course you want to sign in. It automatically signs me into the account that I was using last. Alright, so a couple of things that you can do, obviously you can watch a video. Something you can do with videos, if you click here, you can say not interested, that way it doesn't show up in your recommended list. You can add it to the watch later if it is something you want to watch. You can add it to a playlist, or you can report it if it's something that should be reported as inappropriate. Okay. Over here on the side are some new features. So you have your home, you have things that are trending, subscriptions that you subscribe to, history, things that you've watched in the past, things that you want to watch later, like we were looking over here on the side. These are also things that I've added to my library, and I'll show you how to do that. Here's something that is in my library, and then there's locked videos, so that keeps up with that's how your library is created. My subscriptions show up here. I can browse channels by here. These aren't very important for education, so we won't talk about these, and then some basic stuff here, settings I can send feedback. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is click on the video and show you what you can do. So this is this is a video that maybe I want to show in my biology class. So one way to do that, I can click share, and something interesting that I like is I can do a start at and then tell it when to start. So maybe this is a minute long, but I only want them to see 30 seconds till the end. Something that's not available is like a here to here or something like that, but you can start them. So this is a good way, like if you want students to watch a video, but the video has some super long intro that's like a minute long that isn't important to the learning, you could cut that off there. And you can copy this, and of course, go to your Google Classroom or whatever, and paste that there, or whatever tool that you're using to communicate with students. Okay. Another thing you can do is you can embed, and there's some options here. Again, you can do a start at a certain time to embed it. You can change the width and height of the video to embed, and we talked about embedding on Google Sites a little bit, so if you want to embed this in a Google website, you could do that. You can decide what you want to embed: show player controls, show suggested videos, show video title and player actions. So there's some things. What I like about that is as you click these, and click play, you'll actually be able to see what that changes. So the suggested videos are the things at the end, like you have a square here that says watch this video. Player controls, that's things, press play, that kind of stuff. Audio up, audio down, video title and player actions, the title up here. So things, to take away if you don't want them to show up, such as that. So if I take that away, no longer, no, that title is no longer there. So some different things. Then I can copy, after I've chose my selection, I can copy that and embed it on the website. Okay. Another thing you can do while you're on the video page, of course, you can do theater mode, which just full screens it into this section, but you still can scroll. Of course, then there's full screen. If you're having some playback issues, you can hit settings, and you can say, instead of having 1080p quality or whatever, you can take it on down. So it'll pixelate quite a bit. Okay, so I click play, so it's harder to view. But if you were in a setting where you can't quite view high quality video due to your internet speed, then that would be a feature there. So you can obviously see that there's a clear difference in video quality there. So much smoother, much better looking. Another thing that you can do while you're in this setting is choose the speed. So maybe you want to speed up, play a little faster. Maybe it's something that doesn't have audio in it. You want to speed up so that you can actually do what you're trying to teach students. That's definitely an option there. So then you can do closed captioning on and off. So if someone's taking the time to actually do the closed captioning, then that will show up there. If you want to get out of theater mode, you just click that and then go back to default. Okay. Another thing you can do is add it to a playlist. So maybe you don't have a playlist yet. So when you click this button here, it actually will create a new playlist. and then you can name it. So maybe this is for my bio class, so I name it bio. And then I can actually choose who can see this playlist that I'm creating. So if I want to share it just with my students, but I don't want anyone else to see it, I can choose unlisted. That way, the only way that this playlist can be viewed is by the link. Or I can just do it as public. Then I can click create. And now it's been added to that playlist. Okay, so that brings me to the next thing that you want to do. Is while you're in your account, you want to go to your channel, and here's where uploads from you happen. Here you can also look at the playlist, so you'll see now I have a bio and a Google Educator Level 1 and 2. I can look at channels that I may be following. I can look at discussions that have happened between me and other people on YouTube. I can go to my about and show some things about things. So going back home, I can customize my channel here, but I'm not going to get much into that. I'm going to go to the Creator Studio and talk about what you can do that. Once you come to the Creator Studio, you can click on Playlist. Then you can click on that bio playlist, then click Edit. And now I can share this playlist with students. Or I can even embed this playlist if I want to. So maybe I add a bunch of videos to this bio, and now I can share that with students instead of just sharing one video at a time. Maybe I come through and I search more. So maybe maybe I find this here's another video I want the students to watch. So I can click here to add the playlist, or like I was showing you before, you can come to the actual screen here, click add to, click bio, and as you can see, I can actually add this to multiple playlists. So as soon as I click the check, it's added. There's nothing else to do. If I decheck, it's removed from playlist. You'll see that in the corner. So now it's back in the playlist. Just to show you how it looks like, if I click here, click my channel, click Creator Studio, click my playlist, you'll see there's 2 videos. Oops, I didn't mean to play that. You click here, and then now you'll see that 2 videos are there, and again, if I want to share it, I click the edit button and I click share. And now if I share this link with students, they'll be able to watch these 2 videos just to show what that looks like. I copy that, I go to a new tab, and this is what the student will be brought to, so they can watch the video. Exactly. Of course, those videos may be unblocked if you're on a blocked network, which it is. Okay. Back in. You can edit some of the playlist settings after you done it. So maybe at first you wanted it to be public, but you found out that that's causing a problem. So you can actually unlist it. And again, if I unlist it and I click save, now the only way someone can find this playlist is if I share that exact link with them. Doesn't mean they can't find the videos because these videos aren't yours, but they can't find the playlist. I like that setting, especially if you're sharing it with students. Another good setting to be aware of is the restricted mode. So restricted mode hides videos that may contain inappropriate content, and the only way you can see this is by going to your Creator Studio. While you're in the Creator Studio, again, how to get there, I'll view my channel just to show you. And so when I'm at my view channel, you'll notice that restricted mode is nowhere. So you have to click Creator Studio. After you do that, and you scroll down, it's at the bottom, and you can turn that restricted mode on. And again, that just keeps inappropriate content that's been flagged by users. When you click save, of course, another thing you can do is maybe clear ELLs. Maybe find just videos in Spanish for them. That's also an option. Okay. Another thing that you can do, so I'll go back to my dashboard and view my channel. Okay. So you'll notice again in my library some things show up here. So maybe I find a playlist that's good. So search I'm just doing biology just because you'll see that Crash Course already has a biology playlist. So if I click here, view the full playlist, after I click there, there's a button here. I can click Save as Playlist. What that does is it adds to my library, so it's going to show up here. Now, it doesn't show up immediately. It takes some time. You'll notice my bio, the one I created for another one that I created here, but these two are not the ones I created, the ones I added. And I'll hit refresh, but generally it just takes there it is actually. So I hit refresh and now it's there. Now that biology playlist is there. As soon as I click on this playlist, it actually takes me directly to the another. So these are the playlists that either I've created or that I've added. There's also a watch later. So if I add something, to the watch later, there it is. So that's something I thought was pretty neat. It had Perth Object Scientist can explain. So I saw that populate. I couldn't watch it at the moment, but I wanted to watch it at some point. So that's a good thing to do. So again, to do that, you can do that on any video. You can do it from here. I can click here and just say add to watch later if it's something interesting to me. Another way to do it is clicking the add button and add it to watch later just as before. So a couple different ways to add that to the watch later. But again, I think the big takeaway really is adding videos to a playlist and then sharing that playlist with students, or sharing videos and even sharing them at a very particular moment in time. So very, very good stuff there. Another thing you can do is if you right click or two-finger click on a Chromebook, you can actually copy the video URL, and that's another way to share it. Or copy video URL at the same time. That's another way to share it. You can even loop the video if you want to. I think it's something that you want to show during students are coming in and out of class or something, and you want something to be looping while they're coming in and out of class. So that's everything with YouTube that I think is important. One extra feature is anytime you find a video you like by a user, subscribe to them. That way, once you do a subscription, anytime you're at the YouTube homepage, your subscriptions will show up here, and then you can actually go and check out and see, what they have a new video that's good. So if you find a really good channel that you like educational videos on, it'd be a good idea to subscribe so that you can find those. It's very easy to unsubscribe. So if I go back to my subscriptions on this subscribe, if I just click on subscribe, I can click on subscribe and they're no longer going to show up there. So I click subscriptions now, they're gone, unsubscribe, unsubscribe, and go back to subscriptions, they're not. So this is still populating there, but I'm sure after I hit refresh, it'll go away. There we go. So that's everything with YouTube. Again, there's a couple of different things you can do in YouTube, in your account, but that's not as important as the educational aspect. So this wasn't on how to set up a YouTube or anything like that. It's more about things that you can use YouTube for education. So, thank you very much.